Hey folks, welcome back to Chapter 5, Section 3, Dividing Polynomials. This time we're going to be focusing on long division. So long division is one of those things that people just don't seem to have fun doing, but in my opinion, once you get to know it, it's really not so bad. So if you'll recall, like setting up how you set up division, when you first learned it, you're gonna set it up like this. And then the key for long division with polynomials is to just look at the outside terms, okay? Because you're going to be scratching your brain forever thinking, how does x minus 4 go into x squared plus x minus 17 if you try and do it all at once? But if I just think, well, what is x squared divided by x? That's just x. So what do you write right here? Well, you just need to multiply x times x plus x minus 4. So that's going to be x squared minus 4x. Okay? So if it helps, make a little side column of your work. We're doing x times x minus 4. That's x squared minus 4x. Okay? And the key to that is once you have that, put it in parentheses. So this is supposed to be a subtraction sign right here. Alright, and then that's in parentheses. The reason why you want to do that is your answer should always cancel out in the first column, x squared minus x squared, and then x minus negative 4x. So basically x plus 4x. So you're going to have 5x. Okay, and then you have to carry down that minus 17. And then remember what I said the first time, just look at the outside term. How do you get 5x to look like x? I know x times 5 is 5x. And so I'm multiplying it by a positive 5, so I'll put a plus 5 right there. And so down here, you can say 5 times x minus 4, because that's what you're doing, x minus 4. And that's going to be 5x minus 20, okay? So that's what I'm going to write right here. So take this out, and then I'm going to go 5x minus 20 in parentheses. So this cancels, and then you have negative 17 minus negative 20. In other words, negative 17 plus 20 is 3. So 3 is my remainder, okay? So let's put a little note here that it's the remainder. Okay, and then let's just write our final answer. So our final answer is going to be x plus 5 with a remainder of 3. So x plus 5, and then you don't just write remainder of 3. What were you dividing your problem by? You were dividing your problem by x minus 4. So I'm going to go over x minus 4. And really, that's all there is to it. Now, because this degree was a 1, you were dividing by an x minus 4, you could have done this all by synthetic division. But I like to start off with, kind of an easy example. And if you notice, if you look at these numbers on 2 and 3, it'll be a little bit more complicated, but just because the degree is not 1. But yeah, anytime you have the degree as 1, you can totally use that to do synthetic division. But if you have a problem that looks like this, you have to do long division, okay? So here's example 2. You have x to the third plus x squared plus x plus 2 divided by x squared minus 1. So let's set this up. Okay, so as I said before, the key is focusing on the outside term. So x to the third divided by x squared is just x. Or you can think of it reverse. X squared times x is x to the third. So I need to multiply the x squared minus 1 times x. So I'll just do that over here. So x times x squared minus 1. That'll give me x to the third minus x. Okay, so that's what I'm going to write right here. So minus x to the third minus x. So just want to point this out again. Remember, your first term should always cancel. If it doesn't cancel, you got to go back because you did it wrong. And then you notice that I put a space here because this is the like term. It's going to go with that. So if I wrote minus x here, I could still do it, but you'd be looking at it diagonally. So I put it under the like term. That's going to tell me to carry this straight down. And so I have x squared. And then let's see here. What's x minus negative x? X minus negative x. So that's x plus x. So you actually have 2x. So it's a common mistake to scratch that out because you see an x minus x, but remember you have a double negative. And then this plus 2 is going to carry down. So now I have x squared minus 1 trying to divide x squared plus 2x plus 2. So look at the outside terms. They're both x squared. So what can I do about that? Well, what is anything times 1? Itself. So x squared times 1 is itself. So I'm going to times this by a 1. Okay? So down here, I'll put a 1 times x squared minus 1. And then that's just going to be x squared minus 1. That's what I'm going to write up there. Again, you notice that I put the 1 under the 2 because it's the like term. So yeah, x squared minus x squared cancels. You have this 2x minus nothing, so just carry straight down. And then you have 2 minus negative 1. So that's basically 2 plus 1. What's 2 plus 1? 3. So you have 2x plus 3. So this is how you know when you're done. Can 2x plus 3 divide x squared minus 1? No, because the powers are different. So this is your remainder. That means my final answer will be x plus 1 plus 2x plus 3 over x squared minus 1. Okay, so that's all there is to it. So hopefully this doesn't seem too bad. So if you're feeling brave, why not try example 3 on your own? Just give it a pause, work it out, and then unpause, and I'll be going over it.